getting all these things done in a very, very short period of time, getting all the right decisions done that we didn't get done in the last 11 years. So it's an amazing, immense task that's ahead of Europe.
Europe is going to have to quintuple its immigration rates in order to fuel the kind of growth that it needs. Those are remarkable numbers. And so I think a lot of the key to Europe's future lies in people.
The most important programs we have on education and entrepreneurship, the largest geography in the world using them and adhering to them is this region, interestingly enough. We have more than 3 million teachers in this region that have adhered to those programs on how to use the technology to make content much more interactive so that education is much more efficient.
In agriculture, the irrigated area is still only about 40% of the total land under cultivation. So that's another area where there's a lot of investment which is going to happen. And I'm not getting into areas which this chapter refers to and which are very correct: education, health, and other social indicators. There's a lot of work to be done.
We have systematically tried to identify industries of the future which we think will create the greatest opportunities for growth in both of our economies. So we've identified energy, smart grids in particular, e-health, e-mobility, which is sort of a buzzword these days for hybrids and electric cars. And we have put those at the top of our agenda to work with Europe to see if we can invest jointly and drive these industries collectively.
We are in the process of negotiating an agreement with the EU, Mercosur and the EU. It was relaunched last year. We're going to have a new round of negotiations in March. We have a chronology up to July. But it's a both-way negotiation, of course. We expect that not only on the industrial services and investment side will be progress, but also on the agricultural side, which is always complicated for Europe.
The 800-pound gorilla in the room, which is who will share what portion of the adjustment which is required in terms of the current account imbalances.
President Obama has advocated for more seats at the table of the G20, expanding the G20 from the G8, as has been mentioned, for an enhanced role for Brazil, for example, at the IMF, because we believe that if there are more voices at the table, we will all be buying into a rules-based trade agenda, which is good for everyone.